All right, guys, we're here with Topps Finest number 8. It is a full case, and let's get rolling here. I'll throw up another case of Finest tomorrow with that Topps Chrome break. Let's get the link shared, and we will get rolling. All right, guys, we're here with Topps Finest number 8. All right, we got my man Cal Ripken Jr. here. Project 2020 is our good luck charm. Give him a nice rub on the boxes. Teamless on the right, overhead camera, bottom left-hand corner. Let's get rolling. Man, we were on fire with Finest, like ripping 2 cases a night, 2 cases a night, and then we just fell off the face of the earth like the last 3 days. I'll throw up another case tomorrow. I'll drop 3 breaks tomorrow. We got Star Wars. Like I said, that comes out, so I'll throw up a Star Wars break. We'll see how it does. Probably throw up a half case with like a half case. The last case in general was good for a lot of teams. It's overall good case. Yeah, it was a Jackson Churio autograph. It was the break from Loupe. We have Tatis Jr., Rosarena, Gore, McNeil, Arrays. We have Noelvi Marte, Davis, McLean, Jaloff, Bogarts, Noelvi Marte, Ozzie Albies, Jimenez, Witt Jr., Aaron Judge, Jordan Alvarez, 119 out of 325. For the Astros. Victor Scott II, Olsen, Luciano, Polanco, Jaloff, Correa, Jung, Foscue, Harper, Chris Bryant, 101 out of 250. If you guys fill up that blaster, I'll make Rodney break it during the day tomorrow. That blaster case, I'll put that in the morning, 101 out of 250. As soon as that fills, I'll have Rodney rip it open. Even if he's on Loupe, I'll have him get off Loupe and rip it open. We have Lindor, Tatis Jr., we got Jose Furman for the Cardinals. That way y'all don't have to wait on that while the other ones are filling. Jose Furman on the base autograph. We have Lugo, Carter, Perez, Yamamoto. We have Meade, Reynolds, Corbin Burns on the 11 out of 15 for the Orioles. It's going to go to Brad on the orange. Get the right list up here so I'm not saying the wrong names. We have Evan Carter, Caminero, Mike Trout, Jose Ramirez, Lee, Verlander, Jimenez, Morel, Frelick, Polanco, 124 out of 150. Jeremy Pena, Corbin Burns, and Junior Caminero. Devers, Kepler, Blake Snell, Varsho, Colt Keith Correa, Yamamoto on the 88 out of 99. On the purple X-Fractor. Gonna have Lee on the X-Fractor. Yamamoto for the Dodgers. 3 out of 5 on the red. Going to Austin. What a hit. For Austin Fishback with the Junior Caminero. 23 out of 150 behind him. We have the Ellie on the base. Into box number 2. Started out pretty good there, pretty decent autographs. We have Doyle, Pasquantino, Alvarez, Machado, Wynn, Trey Cabbage, Cole, Ronnie Mauricio, Lee, C.J. Abrams, Devers, Detmers, Lawler, Gurriel Jr., Grayson Rodriguez, Parker Meadows, J-Dom, Willie Mays, Mauricio, Gray, McNeil, Arrays, Smith, and Riley Green. Parker Meadows on the 147 out of 250. It was somebody from Loupe, buddy. I doubt they're watching it. We have Robert. We have Mason Wynn on the 116 out of 200, if I'm being honest. One of the Cardinals on the Mason Wynn. Junior Caminero on the X-Fractor, Evan Carter. Jonah Heim on the 37 out of 50 for the Rangers. Now Gonzalez, Witt Jr., Judge, Tatis Jr., Rosarena, Mackenzie Gore, Kerry Carpenter. 36 out of 150 for the Tigers. Lane Thomas, Marco Luciano, Vladdy Jr., Judge, Jung, Foscue, Noelvi Marte, Albies, Jimenez, Zach Remilliard, and Kierstad. On a 3 out of 3 of 25. We're going to have Wynn, Jaloff, Raggins, Mead, Reynolds, Jaloff again, Correa, J-Ram, Will Smith, Acuna Jr. Going to have Soto out of 125, Jonathan India, and Brian Wu, 25 or 22 out of 25 for the Mariners. Go to Chris Arndt on the orange, Brian Wu. Will Smith, 182 out of 250 on the purple. Then we're going to have a 7 out of 125 Yamamoto. And that's going to go to the Dodgers and Austin. And that's going to be the second box. To the third box here. I'm not sure. Hasn't been solicited yet, so I'm sure soon. It normally comes out after Bowman Chrome and before update. Castellanos, Ellie De La Cruz, Henderson, CES, Melendez, Jackson Holiday, PCA, Colton Cowser, Tucker, Harper, Butler, Castillo, Seager, Contreras, Yelich, Manny Machado on the blue, Devers on the sky blue, Corbin Carroll, Cowser. We have Bryce Terrain, J-Rod, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Mike Trout, Corbin Carroll, Bregman, Pasquantino, and Ronald Acuna Jr. 40 out of 150 on the Pasquantino. On the purple X-Fractor. 56 out of 200 on the Machado for the blue. The Padres and Devers on the 170 out of 250. The Red Sox. We have Judge, Ian Happ, the Pittsburgh native. 121 out of 125 on the purple. One of the Cubbies. And Darren Phillips in his first break. We have Wu, Mountcastle, Murphy, Colton Cowser, Bryant, Harper, Barrios, Vladdy Jr., Bellinger, Piazza. We have Basebe, Shota, Jackson Merrill, Skubal, Luis Robert, Diamond Finest, Bryce Harper. I don't know what these are. This is the first one of these we've seen. That's going to go to the Phillies. And Aaron. Did we hit a Nolan Ryan? I think we hit a Nolan Ryan timeline. That or we hit a Nolan Ryan and Leaf, one of the two. We did a Nolan Ryan autograph recently. I believe it was a Moments. Bryce Harper on the Diamond's Finest. Jackson Holiday on the 194 out of 325. Oh, so it's not as rare as you would think, I guess. Gabriel Moreno. Noelvi Marte again. Luciano, J-Dom, Pereira, Luciano, Arenado, PCA, Victor Scott II. Bobby Witt Jr. Gonna have Jollof and back-to-back cases with Wyatt Langford. That's gonna be a Finest autograph blue refractor. Gonna go to Sean Patrick Schwartz and the Rangers on the Wyatt Langford. Nice hit there. Victor Scott II, 159 out of 200 on the purple. It's hard to get in a loop break too, man. I should have took a picture. I had like my cell phone. Like that's why I was trying to like hold the cards a little bit higher. I had my cell phone like on top of the camera. Like with a stand bot like over top of it. It was pretty fucking wild if I'm being honest. Luckily I'm 6'3.5". Otherwise I don't think I would have been able to do that shit. I think I'm going to actually have to finally join the dark side and get Rodney to break on Whatnot instead of Loupe, to be honest, man. I don't really want to do it, but I think I have to. We're not getting the necessary... I mean, Jason's in there, as in Jason Glickman. Like, you're in there, man. Like, the traffic in Loupe is just not good. Like, I like the app. I think the app's awesome, but... Like, today, literally... Rodney sold one booster box of Pokemon and then the last two spots in the break. Nobody else bought anything. The only person that consistently buys anything is you, but I'd rather just sell it to you off a Loupe then. Like, I don't have to charge you as much and you don't have to pay taxes because you're not in the state of Maryland. We have Morel, Frelick, Carter, Perez, Yamamoto, Suzuki, Rafaela, McCutcheon, Otani, Riley, Varsho, Colt Keith, Lee, Verlander, Jimenez, Bretton Doyle on the 27 out of 250. Like I said, I'll probably have Rodney go on Whatnot, but I'm not a huge fan of Whatnot. The traffic is there, though, for Whatnot, so I guess we can be one of the good guys on there. 12 out of 25, Colt Keith for the Tigers. Nice low number hit here for John Brosius. We have Volpe, Lee, and Kierstead. We have CES, Melendez, Kepler, Blake Snell, Perez, Correa, Wisdom, Clayton Kershaw, Weston Wilson for the Phillies. 41 out of 150 for the Twins. We have Jackson, Churio, Seager, Contreras, Yelich, Ellie, Henderson, Remillard, Horner. We have Shohei, Lee, and McClanahan. Mike Trout, Corbin Carroll, Butler, Castillo. Another Andrew Jones. Back-to-back cases for Jonesy. Brian Ward doubling up. On the bald, I can't play past the age of 30. Andrew Jones. That's crazy. Back-to-back Wyatt Langford cases. And the different batches, too, because this is the first case from Wave 2. So, 68 out of 99 on the X-Fractor. Corbin Burns on the Wyatt Langford and the Jones. We have Green. Langford. I did get 4 more cases of finest, so we definitely can rip a lot more finest cases we want. We got Austin Wells, Correa, Bryant. I have 6 total, so I have 2. I have 2 up front right now, and then I have 4 more on the way. Harper, J-Rod Guerrero Jr., Maya, Austin Riley. And the price will stay what it is right now. I won't raise it, as this is going to be the Wave 2 price. As they did raise the price on me, and I try to split the difference with you guys whenever they raise the price on me and just not break it for free, but break it enough to where I can pay Dylan and whoever else I need to pay to pretty much sort it and me work for free. We have McCutchen, Witt Jr., Lee Smith for the Cubs. I'm sure I'm still the cheapest if you compare everybody's Wave 2 prices. Now, some guys like Filth Bomb might have got a 3,700 cases or something like that. Going to the Cubs on the Lee Smith and Darren Phillips. We have Jaloff for the A's. I mean, they had to because they've run, what, like 4 or 5 case pick your player breaks just on Facebook. Box. Five. Nola, Alvarez, Remillard, Suzuki, Cabbage, Canzone, J-Rod, Holiday. We have Clemente, Thomas, Rodriguez, Canzone, Barrios, Jackson Holiday, Leiter. I have Jacob Amaya, J-Rod. Fractor Yamamoto on the arrival, Sal Frelick on the Purple Baseball's finest, Shiano, Churio, Royce Lewis, Otani, Green, Wisdom. We're going to have the oil spill, Reed Detmers, and then we get Mike Trout on the base. Oh, I know what they charge, bud. I've seen. But I try to keep the same ratios. I've seen what other guys charge. I try to keep my ratios of what they do. 47 out of 125. Brad, the one other guy you break with, watch his prices. I was going to say, just watch. Yeah, well, they're from Long Island. I mean, that's a breaking thing, though, right? Just watch the prices of the people that aren't on Facebook anymore. They'll slowly start to creep up, because that's what the really big one is that originally Left did. We have Hank Aaron, Ellie De La Cruz, Yastrzemski, Lindor, Davis, because it's harder to compare because you have to go from app to Facebook and back and forth. Watch. We have Logan Webb, DeLuca, Ruiz. And, I mean, he's my boy, but I've already seen it a little bit in some of the breaks that he's posted. We have Willer Abreu, which is why I'm not naming his names. It's just we both mutually, I would assume, know who I'm talking about. We have out of 250. We have Williams on the X-Fractor. PCA, Jason Dominguez, Rooker, Moreno, Acuna, PCA, Pena, and Padermo. I will have another case posted tomorrow, as well as that Breakers Delight case of Topps Chrome. We'll see if it. Yeah, I think Topps loves it. They're one of Topps guys. We have 10 out of 20 on Ezekiel Tovar. But a lot of people like Screamers. I like Screamers when it has to do with breaks and they're females. We have Cruz, Jaloff. We have Logan Porter for the Royals. We have Charlie Blackmon, Rafaela, Kierstad, Caminero, Cole, Harris is second. We have Johnny DeLuca, 3 out of 20. Got to get up and get more top loaders. Ooh. But yeah, man, Filth Bomb's prices are... Them things are through the roof. Kind of wild. I remember when they were just a little group. Kershaw, Jeter, Weston Wilson, Adolis Garcia. When they were like, I remember when they were like what size I am right now, man. We were Refractor. They like blew up over like the last year and a half. And like tripled in size. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Topps likes the fact they have like 37 breakers. They break like 24. They pretty much are what not real breaks, backyard breaks is, but for baseball. Like, they have somebody on, like, 3 different channels, whether it's Fanatics Live or whatnot or whatever, for, like, 24/7. They're like the casino of baseball breaking. Let's get into box 6. We have Scooball, Luis Robert, Mountcastle, Murphy, Cowser. We have Alvarez, Shohei, Tucker. We have Wyatt Langford, Henry Davis, Pereira, Luciano, Arenado, Shota. We have Jackson Merrill, Yastrzemski, Steer, Ellie. We're going to have a 40 out of 49 Bill Maz. We have Mead, Remilliard, Suzuki, Cabbage, and J-Dom. The blue, Bill Mazeroski. On the moments where he hit the home run. 1960 World Series. And then we're going to have the 11 out of 35 Mike Yastrzemski. On the green. Yeah, Jackson Churio, or MJ Melendez. Royce Lewis. Roberto Clemente. And Forrest Wall on the blue out of 150. 12 out of 150 to be exact. We have MJ Melendez on the purple X-Fractor. Got Lane Thomas, Barrios, Holiday, Leiter, Nola, Alvarez, Max Kepler out of 50, Jake Berger. PCA, Sal Frelick. Jake Berger again, Kierstad, Junior Caminero, Eddie Rodriguez, and Garrett Cole. Gold Kepler, 31 out of 50 to the Twins. And Matt. Canzone, Shiano, Jackson Churio, Henderson, PCA, Carter, Otani, Green, Wisdom, Rafaela, CJ Abrams, Blake Snell. We're going to have Yanner Diaz, Win, Trout, and Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo on the green, 50 out of 75. For the Mets, Shiano's on the purple, out of 200. And Blake Snell on the 19 out of 200 for the blue. Second. Sorry, the guy had some issues from the beginning with whatnot, in the sense of like trying to get the account set up and them waiving fees or whatever else early on to try to get you like set up and push traffic to the channel when you start or whatever else. And I want to get off on a good foot, but also like they had my account confused with somebody else that got banned, and they're like, we cannot reinstate your account. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You guys literally been blowing up my email. Like, begging's a very strong word, but for lack of a better term, because it's not really begging, but it wasn't asking either. It was like somewhere in between there of like, hey, we want you on Whatnot because we see you break a lot of shit on Facebook, and we think you can do more on. We think you can like increase your sales or whatever on Whatnot if you are on there often or whatever. It's pretty much the pitch they gave me. But like, I need all the information for like OBS and stuff to at least set it up and test it and make sure it's something I want to do. We have Abrams, Langford, Williams, Kershaw, J-Ram, Rodriguez, Langford, J-Dom. I just got to keep Rodney gainfully employed. That's all. We have Frelick, Colton Cowser, Doyle, Pasquantino, Alvarez. If not, he'll start licking the walls and windows and shit around here if I don't keep him on camera. We have Machado, Win. We have J.J. Bleday on the blue, X-Fractor, 34 out of 75. I really hope the space I look at tomorrow is a good retail space too, man. I'm so tired of looking at places, trying to find a place for a decent price that'll work for like a bigger shop. We got a 1 out of 99 Jordan Westburg. For the Orioles, we have J-Dom, Kyle Harrison, Carroll, and Jeff McNeil. We have Luis Arraez, Will Smith, Riley Green, Devers, Garrett Cole, Austin Wells, Green. We're going to have Alonso, Moncada, Witt Jr., Judge, Tatis Jr., Rosarena, Gore, and Andres Jimenez. Because I think Brad, if he knows anything about retail pricing at all, dude, it's so expensive in Maryland, it's ridiculous. Jimenez on the purple. All right, baseball's finest, 59 out of 99 on the blue. For the Mets, we have, I just have to see if I can get it the right price. Yamamoto, Meade, Altuve, Foscue, Marte, Albies, Jimenez, Otani, Tatis Jr., Nolan Jones. We're going to have J-Rod, Drew Millis. Like, I need them to come down about $1,000 a month in rent, and I don't know if they will, but but I would be taking 2 units. So if I take 2 units, I would hope they could give me like you took 2 units discount. We have Millis out of 150. We have Tatis on the 141 out of 200 on the blue for the Padres. They probably will tell me to go kick rocks, but it doesn't hurt to ask, I guess. We got Austin Martin, Detmers, Lawler, Goriel Jr., Rodriguez, Kwan, Kierstad, Abrams, Cole. We have Alec Marsh and Yoshida Over by the airport. You know, by the airport they have like those shops and restaurants. Kind of like when you're going down whatever the airport road officially is. Off of 97. Kierstad on the 280 out of 325. Not the big hits, Brad, but definitely you're getting some nice volume in the parallels, man. I was going to say you pretty much hit every rookie parallel you can for the Orioles. I know you're looking for ink. No, not 195. It is like if you're getting off. So if you're going on 97 and you're going north and you get off the exit to go to BWI, whatever that road is. So like the airport loop over by like, you know where the big screen store is at, like over there, like above Quarterfield, but not quite to 100. Can't think of I think there's an Italian, I think there's an Irish restaurant kind of there, and then there's shops behind that. There's like so if you're leaving the airport and you need to get on 100, or like you get on 97 to get on 100, there's like a well, you would probably just go straight 97 and get on 695 or keep going, yeah, and then get on to like 295 or whatever. But if you go 97, if you go there, there's like that Royal Farms. There's buildings back there, and I think it's somewhere in that stretch. We have Logan Webb. I'll look at the exact address tomorrow, but that's where he described it at, so I'm assuming that's where it's at. We have DeLuca, Ruiz, Jackson Chourio, Royce Lewis. At this point, no, not by Guinness. You're talking off of 1. I'm talking off of like. I'll show you the map. I'll show you. I'll give you the address and show you right after knowing this. We have Aaron Nola, Keeper Ruiz, Yoshida, Witt Jr., Robert Jr., Acuna Jr., PCA, Pena, Lindor. We have Henry Davis. We have Luis Castillo on the green. I wouldn't go over there because Mel's shop's over there, and they wouldn't give me a full account because it'd be like literally right down the road from his shop. We have 145 out of 150. Where I'm talking about, it would still take like 20 minutes to get to where you would need to go to get to his shop. We're going to have Nolan Ryan, Shiano, and Tovar. Devin Williams, Kershaw, Ramirez, Moreno, Arenado. We have Cowser, DeLuca, Bobby Witt, Nimmo on the refractor. Autograph going to the Mets. And Steve. Oh, for sure. I mean, but it's not as heavy traffic. Like, I was trying to get right on Route 2 in Glen Burnie, so it's not as heavy traffic as there, but as in people, like, trying to consume. But honestly, man, a card shop's a destination. I don't want people walking in off the street. A dude walking in off the street is not going to go buy a booster box or an ETB, a Pokemon. They're not going to come in and play Magic the Gathering in the store. They're not going to come in and spend $300 on a hobby box at Topps or $600 on basketball or whatever. Like, people that are coming to the store are going to drive to the store and go there for a purpose compared to just like getting a guy off the street. Like, there's some people that walk off the street and they're like, they come in and they're like, oh, I collected baseball cards in the 80s. Why is everything so fucking expensive? And then leave. We have Bregman, Alvarez, Machado, Wynn, C.J. Abrams, Wyatt Langford, Jack Leiter, Rojas. We're going to have Bill Mazeroski, Jordan Lawler, and Joey Meneses. So, like, in reality, I need to get that out of my head that I don't need to have people drive past to know I exist. I just need to be better at advertising then. 8 out of 75 if I move to, like, the airport. I mean, even here, I'm kind of, like, out of the way a little bit. We have Lawler, Gurriel, but the rent's so good here that I mean, this is where I had to start. We have Rodriguez, Brent Doyle, Pasquantino, Tristan Casas, Webb, Soto, Langford, Smith, Green, Devers, Detmers, Tatis, Vladdy Jr., Julian, Jordan Lawler, Davis Schneider, and Max Scherzer. And that's going to be the break. Let's do a quick recap of the hits. Like I said, tomorrow I'll throw up another case of Finest. We'll throw up that case of Breakers Delight. And the bar across the street is called Milt's Rendezvous. So originally what was supposed to happen was the bar owner was in a lawsuit. And the two witnesses ended up backing out of the lawsuit and settled. Because it was like, so what happened is when the witnesses backed out, he settled with whoever filed the claim because somebody got murdered in a bar fight. Like someone got stabbed and ended up dying in the hospital. So there's like a big lawsuit against him for like not keeping his patrons safe or whatever, right? So by not keeping his patrons safe, there was supposed to be a lawsuit and he was trying to sell the bar to get out of it. And I was supposed to buy the bar across the street. And then he decided to try to raise the price of the bar by like $600,000. And I was like, bro, you're fucking out of your mind. We have Vladimir. So I was going to gut the entire bar and just redo it because there's apartments above. So I was going to buy the bar, and then the dude that owns my place was going to buy the apartments, and we were going to split it. We have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. out of 99, Casas out of 125, Lawler out of 75, Cowser out of 250, Trout out of 150, Castillo out of 75, out of 325, Kierstead, Tatis out of 200, Alonso out of 99, Jimenez out of 250, Blade out of 75, Snell out of 200, Shiano out of 200. I'm going to ask why damn leprechaun's banging on my door. We have Kepler out of 50. Melendez out of 150, Yastrzemski out of 35. And how are you not going to tell me what the fuck your name is? Let me mispronounce your name for fucking a year and a half. But you tell Rodney right away? Prick. Damn Mike Fickey over there. I was going to say, doesn't tell me what his how to say his name, just lets me mispronounce that shit for however long. We have Bill Mazeroski in the finest timelines out of 99, DeLuca out of 20. We have Ezekiel Tovar out of 20 on the orange. We have Abreu out of 250. Sal Frelick out of 125. Amaya out of 150. The oil spill Detmers. We have Riley out of 250 and Burns out of 99. Unless you were just fucking with Rodney. We're going to have Correa out of 150. Unless it's so that your wife doesn't hear that you're the one hitting or whatever and she thinks it's someone else. Even out of 25, Keith. Doyle out of 250. Scott out of 200. 250, Devers. We have Machado out of 200, Pasquantino out of 150, Yamamoto out of 125, Smith out of 250, Carpenter out of 150, Meadows out of 250, Polanco out of 150, Bryant out of 250, and Alvarez out of 325. Getting into the autographs, we have Schneider on the base, Nimmo on the refractor, Marsh on the base, Millis on the blue, Nimmo on the green, Forrest Wall on the blue out of 150, Weston Wilson ×2 on the base and the refractor, and Logan Porter. Oh, so she knows if you're in stuff or not. Let's get into what's on the hit board. Well, that's good at least. There was the Millis autograph and a few other things, Rui. I don't know when you commented on that in the Facebook, so I apologize I didn't answer earlier if you had been sitting on it for a little bit. We have Westberg on the blue, Holiday on a 325 out of 200, Mason Wynn. Caminero on the blue autograph. We have Wu on the orange. Auto, we were Milliard out of 325. Lee Smith on the base. Ian Happ on the purple out of 125. Wyatt Langford on the blue refractor. We have Bryce Harper on the diamond finest. The orange Burns. Heim on the gold out of 50. Andrew Jones on the moments. Yamamoto out of 5 on the finest rookie. We have Furman on the base and Yamamoto on the purple out of 99. The purple X-Fractor. That's going to be the break, guys. I appreciate y'all as always. I will catch y'all later. Hopefully tomorrow. And I'll catch you later.